1977 marked a major renaissance for Moody Blues frontman Justin Hayward. He put out a solo album that year, his first completely solo effort, Songwriter, and over the course of the next year he would have a hit off the War of the Worlds All-Star album, conducted by Jeff Wayne. He would appear on the second of two Mandela Band albums, and his band the Moody Blues would reconvene for their first album in 6 years. But one of the strongest Titus collections he ever put out, solo or band, was Songwriter. And from that album, the epic closing track on side one, One Lonely Room.
Nobody there, nobody sits in one lonely chair. I know the feeling for the first time in my life. Ooh, I should have known better.
One lonely room, nobody's there, nobody sits in one lonely chair. I know the feeling for the first time in my life. I should have known better. Oh, I should have known better. It seems like someone is now alone after having been left by a long-time love. Alone for the first time in a long time.
I should have known better. One lonely room, footsteps on the floor. Nobody needs to answer the door.
Okay, the progression goes C major, then it goes F major 7, then A minor, and then a polychord G. Then the tonic, the low notes, the tonic of A drops to G while still remaining in A minor, and then the tonic drops to F while still remaining in A minor. So polychordal descent there.
I know the feeling for the first time in my life. Oh, I should have known better. Oh, I should have known better.
Okay, let's, who is that little reed that we're hearing? Let's see, arranged by strings, Peter Knight, A5, B2. Peter Knight, that was the guy who conducted the London Symphony Orchestra on Days of Future Past. Let's see, bass, Mel Galley, cello, Tim Tompkins, Tom Tompkins. Viola, Tom Tompkins, violin, Jim Cockey. Who's doing that little, like, woodwind thing? Doesn't say right here.
You took the wind right out my sails. You took my train right off the rails. You left a car that had no wheels. You left some shoes that had no heels. You took the wind right out my sails. You took my train right off the
Okay. One lonely room, no footsteps on the floor, nobody needs to answer the door. I know the feeling for the first time in my life. Oh, I should have known better. You took the wind right out of my sails. You took my train right off the rails. You left a car that had no wheels. You left some shoes that had no heels. You left a car that had no wheels is an interesting metaphor. I haven't quite heard that one before. So basically he can't drive, he's stranded without this woman. You took the wind right out of my sails. You took my train right off the rails. So he's been left by a woman he was with for a long time in these lyrics, songs where the chorus took like a long time to arrive. We had basically two verses. We had a verse, then we had kind of a bridge, then a verse again, and then I've said in many videos that I love songs like that. They're so epic that by the time the chorus finally does arrive and it just explodes, things swell up. You know, by the time those toms are doing that epic kind of like thresholdy, like on the threshold of a wide open panoramic, you know, sonic launch, lift off of the chorus. The drums by Dave Holland. The Dave Holland? From Judas Priest. Was kind of thinking of the jazz guy. Yeah, trapeze. Oh God, yeah, trapeze and Judas Priest, starting from British Steel onward. Looks like, and guitar Terry Rowley. Of trapeze, it seems like Hayward came into contact with some of the trapeze guys. I wonder how that relationship came about. Produced by Tony Clarke. hear those little like electric pianos towards the end, kind of low in the mix, and that fuzzy guitar had a bit of a 10cc-ish tone to it. I just love the way the descent, the lowering, like kind of like going down a stairwell slowly, kind of the way that down 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 down, like on and on, kind of. The keyboardist, those kind of shimmery keyboards you heard at times, played by Ken Freeman, who has some interesting credits. He played on the second Continuum album, Autumn Grass. Yeah, Continuum were a 2-album band that were basically the first ever like chamber rock band I can think of. I would say that they were like kind of like a missing link between what was going on, the 1970-71 UK scene and the late 70s Benelux, French Benelux scene. I'm thinking of bands like Coolvern, Artzoid. No kidding. Hunter Musket, the second Hunter Musket. Yeah, I guess the one produced by Keith Ralph. The first Hunter Musket album is great. The second, let's see, Prelude, the second Prelude album, Dutch Courage, and the first Chris D. Berg album, Far Beyond These Castle Walls. And let's see, the second, I believe, David Essex album. And Gonzalez, Our Only Weapon Is Music. Yeah, some interesting credits from the 70s. Oh, he was on David Essex's third album, All the Fun. I wonder if he's on. No, I don't see the fourth. Oh, he's on Roderick Falconer, New Nation. So I must have mentioned him at some point a couple of weeks ago. And he's on Jeff Wayne's War of the Worlds. Well, there you have it. Oh, and in the, let's see, he's on Sally Oldfield's Easy album, and he's on the 2 Amy Stewart albums from 1979. Huh. They don't have David Essex's best album on here. All these David Essex albums, but I don't see the best one on there out in the street. Anyway, for more Rubies and Sapphires from Justin Hayward and other English J artists, like Judy Tsuki, The Jam, Judas Priest, Japan, Jack Bruce, the list goes on. Joe Jackson, John McLaughlin, John Martin, John Miles, Jethro Tull, Jigsaw, Jason's Crest, Jaguar, Julian's Treatment, Juicy Lucy. I'm being a bit more resourceful this time. See the directory of albums by English J artists. And yes, first, solo artists are alphabetized by their first name. Definite articles are ignored. Like if it's The Jam, they're in J. But if it's Justin Hayward, it's alphabetized by Justin. See that list in the links below. That directory, I should say, because it's annotated, it's rich, it's got links to all the bands, it's got tons and tons of info. And until next time, like and subscribe. This is Zaragon, the world's most ear-travel trimaximalist, signing off.